Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another solo board game playthrough. We're going to be playing a playthrough of Wondrous Creatures. This is a tableau building worker placement game, I think in the vein of Everdell from a lot of people comparison, which I do see the comparisons of. But of course it's different in its own way, and yeah, we're going to be playing a solo playthrough of this today. We're going to be going against Tingent, I think that's how you say his name. Tingent is the opponent, and this is his board. There are 4 levels, and we're doing the easygoing Tingent, which is the second of the 4. There are some other things to change the difficulty, which we'll talk about at the end of the playthrough. But until then, yeah, that's what we got going on. Just like any worker placement game, we're going to place our workers, and our workers are extra long because they'll go and occupy 2 spaces, and we're affecting things, or we're getting resources based on the 2 spaces that we're occupying. So that's kind of how this works. The part up here is where we're going to place out our workers and get resources and get cards from the wilderness, which is the wilderness. This is going to let us get resources when we place adjacent. We've got this nets here. We start with 1 net. These nets let us take additional actions in these white spots. We can actually zoom in and take a look real quick. So if you look up here, we can place out, and if we place our worker here, for instance, we would get a coral, a fruit, because we're adjacent to those. And then if we spent our net, we could either get another fruit or sweep and take a card. Instead of getting a resource, we can also take a card from the wilderness, which the wilderness is going to be the display here. And we can take a card matching that. So if we place there, we could take one of these, or we could actually take any of those cards instead of taking the resource. While we're here, I guess we'll go to Tingent's board. Tingent's board is going to be a deck of cards going to dictate his actions, and we'll take a look at that here in a bit. But we start with his marker here. He has 2 workers, and those 2 workers are going to be on the board, and they never move. The way the game kind of ends is that we're going to be vying for these trophy tokens, and mainly they're gotten by getting these objectives. So it's kind of a race. Once the last token's taken, we are then going to... if I take the last token, Tingent gets a turn. If Tingent takes the last token, the game is over. And once we get these, so these are the objectives, and kind of the way the objectives work. Like this says you need 8 or more hatched eggs. This is 10 or more of the same species icon in your reserve. So our eggs or our cards can have those. 6 or more of the same habitat. So again, like I showed you in the corner of the card, that's the habitat. And these are like whoever gets there first. These ones can be acquired on any section of having 3 of that icon or having 6 of that icon, depending on where we go. And then this will be having 5 of either or of these icons. So you can have a combination of the mammals and the water, or the fish, I don't know the proper term, or of the butterfly and the crab for those. So with that being said, let's take a look at our player area, and we're going to kind of sort out what cards we want to keep. We're going to start the game with 8 cards, and we are then going to reduce that down to 4 here in a moment. Let me pull my worker back. We do start the game with 1 of each resource. When we get our first token, achievement token, we'll be able to remove this to get our asymmetric player power, which for us is each time your captain is placed, place 1 card. The cost to play a card is still required, so I've got that locked. Until then, our worker with our captain, our crew with our captain, just counts as a regular crew member. I guess also while we're here, I can show you how the way the game structure works. Basically, we have 4 different options for our turn. We can play a crew member, which is what I showed you earlier. We can play up to 2 cards, so that's paying the resource of a card. Like so, we would pay 2 coral and a flower to play this card out. I think it's flower. Yeah, a flower to play this card out, and then we would do this effect. If it's instant effect, there's 5 different card effect types, which we'll get into. We can spend our turn completing an achievement, which would be taking one of these markers from here, placing it on the achievement board, taking the trophy. We'll then get a bonus for placing that out. The trophy is going to be extra 3 points at the end of the game. And then finally, we can do a recharge action, which can only be done if you have all 3 of your crew members on the map. We're going to take all our crew members back. We're going to advance the time marker. We're going to discard any cards in our hand. If we have more than 5, we basically discard down to 5. And then finally, if we have any recharge actions within our tableau, we can activate those. And then we have some free actions, which would use energy on energy cards and use nets. So we'll get into all that. But in the meantime, let's take a look at see what we want to do. So I do want to keep this Wondrous because I want to gain the egg for that. So that'll be a good one to start with. We also, it's a flower habitat. The next card this turn is -1 resource. Okay. This is immediately play 1 card that costs 2 or less resources for free. That could be interesting. And those are the reptiles, so we may want those. This is another insect one. Hatch one egg to gain an egg of your choice. That could come in handy. Recharge. Activate when recharging your reserve, then gain an egg of its species. So those are all instant effects. I think we're gonna ride out with those. We're gonna discard the rest of our hand. So these are cards that we're gonna keep. This little lightning bolt means it's an instant effect. If we go back up to the wilderness, I can show you some other ones. So we have these effects here, which are continuous effects. These basically, whenever something happens, do something. So in this case, each time you draw a card, gain a victory point. We have these are recharge effects. So when we take a recharge thing, draw 1 card. So when recharging, draw a card, then gain the habitat of the resource. Energy cards here. So this would be basically have charges, and so we can have limited uses. There are ways to get charges back on the cards. And then this is endgame scoring. So the red one's endgame scoring. So let's just hop into it, and we'll kind of see how things are going. So this is our hand. I'm going to just kind of keep it off to the side. It would be nice to maybe play this, to then try to get this guy out, or immediately play 1 card that is cost 2 or less resources for free. So we can actually get a lot of this stuff played out. Okay, we're going to set our cards over here for the moment. We're going to place out our first worker, our first crew member. Now we're going to go ahead and place him out. We're going to place him here. We place on a spot with an egg. We get to take the egg. We take the egg. We're going to place it here. We're going to get 1 point. Now the eggs do a couple things. Basically, for some of these achievements that require that symbol, you can flip the egg. You can hatch it, and then that's counting towards that objective. So if I wanted to, I can use this for one of the things here when I want to hatch it. And there are ways to flip them back over so you can reuse them. We're going to gain a flower and gain a fruit. Or I could take a card from here of either of those habitats. And I think I'm going to gain the flower, but then I'm going to take this Thunderilla, which is going to cost 2 fruit and a flower to play. And then it's basically each time we play, we gain a trophy. We gain 2 victory points. This one refill till the end of the turn. Then I could use my net to either flip an egg over, or I could sweep, which 1 little dust symbol there. If we look at this, I'll zoom in. If you look at this little dust symbol, only if there's 1, you can either take the right 3 or the left 3 cards from the wilderness and sweep them out, and then this lets us do that and take a card. If there's a double sweep, like you can see up here, that's going to wipe everything. So I don't think I'm going to use that quite yet. So I think we're just going to end our turn with that. This will refill. So now let's look at Tingent. We're going to flip over, and the way his board works, and I won't zoom out. I'll zoom in only just to show you this right now. The way this board works is while we're on that top section that's yellow, we're going to take the action at the top. You guys know Scythe's a little bit like that. He will take a card that matches the blue. So he's got the blue, the brown, and the yellow gear on the achievements. He'll take a card that matches that and grab an egg that matches it for this. If he's got a little key symbol here, he'll move his marker across, and as he moves his marker, he'll get bonuses. When he goes to the brown section, we'll take all his cards, shuffle them up, and flip the deck over, and he's got stronger actions. This is going to make him take a card face up, but there will be somebody to let him take a card face down. If he takes a card face down, he gets 2 points for each card face down at the end of the game. Then there will be some stuff that I'll place out as workers, but we'll get into that. So here, oops, I keep knocking over my little achievement markers. So if we go back to the main board, he wants to place something that's going to be his blue marker. And his blue marker is a reptile, so he's going to look here to see if there's a reptile. There isn't. So usually, if there is one, he'd take it. If there are multiple options, he'd take the one with the highest victory points. There isn't in this case, so he just takes a card for face down. But he does get to take an egg of that type, and so he's going to take that egg. And that is his turn. He doesn't move forward, but that's his turn. Easy peasy. Okay. So I probably need some more fruit to kind of get some of this stuff out, but I think I can chain some of these things together really well if I can figure out how to do this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place out, and we're going to place it, we're going to place here. That's going to get us this, which is going to let us, we're going to get this and cover up here, which is going to let us take a card. The card that I'm going to take is going to be, what achievements do we care about? I kind of want the same habitat. Looks like probably we'll grab this one. And then we're going to get 2 mushrooms. And I'm going to use my net to take this egg because it's adjacent to us. We're going to spend that net. We're going to get a victory point for covering up that spot. And that is going to be our turn. So until we're recharged, we can have more than 6 cards. Okay. So we're going to flip over the next card for Tingent. Let's refill. He's going to go for the yellow goal. His yellow goal is either mammals or fish. There's multiple options, so he's going to take this one because it's worth 3 victory points, and we'll just put it here off to the side. He doesn't care about the points or anything, or the vector or anything. He just cares about the victory point. So he's going to take that, and then we're going to end his turn. Again, he's not moving. Okay, so we're probably going to play some stuff now. So first things first, I'm going to play... Oh, I didn't get any fruit. That's what I really should have done. So we're going to place out and get some fruit first. So let's place here, and we're actually going to get 3 fruit. And I don't have an egg to take that, or a net to take that, so that's all we're going to do. Okay, we'll go with Tingent next. Okay, so now with Tingent, we'll zoom in so I can show you guys this a little bit better. This is going to dictate which one of his crew he places, so either the one with his captain or not. He's going to place it where he can place it next to the most of this symbol. And then he'll draw a card off the top of the deck. When he places it next, when his crew captain places it next to that symbol, he gets 1 point for each of that symbol that he can place it next to. So here he would place this right there because this has been blocked off. He could place here or here. Actually, he's got 2 different options. So between the 2 options, because he's tied, he would look for adjacent eggs. There are no adjacent eggs, so then he would place it, and so that we get to choose. So we can choose either one. I'm going to choose this one for him. He's going to get a point because there's only 1 purple, and then he'll take a top card here. One thing I did not mention is that the yellow space, this like kind of plain space here, the plains, those are placed. We can place theirs for free. The mountains, the dark, like light green areas, we can place our crew there, but it's going to cost us a resource, and then we cannot place anywhere else. So we can't place on the water or any of the other habitats. Excuse me. I'm surprised he still hasn't moved his marker yet. It's kind of surprising. Okay, so now we're going to play some cards. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 fruit and 1 coral to place out this Nimifizzard. And we'll just kind of, I'll zoom down to our player area here. We're going to place this out here. This is going to let us play the next card you play this turn costs -1. It's going to be 1 point at the end of the game. We are then going to place out this Mushmid, and it's going to cost me -1. So we're going to spend 1 mushroom and 1 fruit. And the Mushmid comes out and says immediately play 1 card that costs 2 resources or less for free. We're going to place out this Wizardus, which is going to come out here, and then when we place this, we gain an insect egg. We're going to gain an insect egg right there, and then because we covered up that bonus, it's going to get us any 1 resource. And let's take a look. Is there anything in our area that we can play? We'll gain 1 of these. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, so that's our turn. So we would normally only be able to play 2 cards, but that effect let us play a 3rd card. Okay, so we'll go with Tingent now. He's going to take for the yellow, so it's going to be fish or mammal. And for fish, I believe he takes this because I don't know if he prioritizes these or not. I think he just, because that doesn't have a victory point, but he gets 5 points for those, so I don't know why he wouldn't. Oh, he takes the highest ending score. The card with the highest ending score. And at the end of the game, he gets 5 points for all the end game scoring cards. So he's going to take this. And then he's going to move his marker forward. So that's the symbol. And this moves it forward there. His turn is over. I think we can be able to play some stuff out. I'd like to play out this so I can see if I can get out. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to spend 2 resources, 2 fruit, and a flower to get out this Thunderilla. Stuck that here, so when we gain a trophy, we're going to get 2 points, and then we're going to spend our last fruit and a mushroom for the flare beetle. We can hatch an egg of our choice. We can hatch an egg to gain another egg of our choice. So we're going to hatch this egg, which flips it over to get another egg of our choice, and we're going to get an insect egg. That's going to score us a point. And then that'll be our turn. Tingent will go. He's going to take a yellow achievement again, so it's going to be mammal or fish. It's going to take this one because it's worth more points. And then he'll move his marker, which is going to be this discovery marker here. It's going to place out this tile on the leftmost space that occupies, well, lake space, so the water space that has an egg on it. So it'll be this one. And now this lake space is gone, but it creates an additional space for when we place our workers, we can get additional resources. So he's done that. We would have to pick from this display, but he just takes from the top of the deck. Okay, that's his turn. This gets flipped over. Okay, so just looking at the achievements here, we need 8 of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're close. I think we're going to have to do a recharge action. Unless I want to go here and just forego that and get the 6 points, but I'm pretty close as it is. So if I can get out some more of these guys here. Now these do have the fruit habitat, but they're the birds and there's nothing scoring them, so I don't really want to work with those. But we are going to recharge. So when we recharge, we are going to retrieve our workers. We're going to pull these guys back. We're going to move the time marker. So we're going to move this time marker. It gets us a net. We can only hold 3 nets, so if we get any additional nets, we'll get a point. It's going to flip this over, which we're going to, from this baggie here, draw out eggs and place them on the symbols that are available on the board of that symbol. So this little V shape, we get to place out an egg here, an egg here, an egg there, and an egg there. Any of them that get covered up for one reason or another are just gone. So that happens, that gets done. And then we would do any, we only have 1 card in our hand, but if we had more than 5, we would discard down to 5, and then we would, activate any recharge abilities, but we have none. So that's our turn, we're done. Okay, we'll go with Tingent. He's going to place his regular worker, and he's going to place it so that he covers the most flower spaces, which is going to be this one. He doesn't get any bonus points or anything, it's just with his captain, and then he's going to take the top card here. And that'll end his turn. Okay. So we've got no resources. So we're going to want to go out and get some. And I think I would like to go here. No, let's go here. And we're going to get 2 coral, a fruit, and we're going to spend our net to take this insect. We're going to cover this spot up, which lets us draw a card from the wilderness. And I think I want this one. Wait, is that what I want? Okay, play this card for 1 less resource per core habitat already in your reserve. Gain 3 victory points. Okay, we'll have to think about how we're going to get that out. And that is going to be our turn. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 8 to get the top achievement there. So we're going to see if we can get that figured out. Okay. Tingent's going to do for his blue, which is going to be a reptile. One of those is not available. So he'll take the card face down and move his marker. He's going to do a recharge action. So he's going to move this. He doesn't care about the nets, but he will do the sweep. And then we're going to refill. Okay. We're going to go here. We're going to take this. We'll get another point. And then we're going to get 1, 2. We're going to take that. And then I'm thinking, do I want a card from up there? Yeah, we're going to take this card with our last coral. Okay, Tingent will go. He's going to place now. So this is what he does. He's got both his workers now. They're never coming off the board. He's going to place this next to the most fruit spots, which will be here. He'll take this egg. He'll get 3 points. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. And then he'll move his marker down there. Okay, so we're going to actually unlock an achievement. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our hand. We're going to flip these over, hatching them. And we're going to take any one of these, and I think I want to take this one, which will let us get 2 resources of any kind. And I'm going to get fruit and another coral. We're going to place this on this mark here. So at the end of the game, we're going to score 12 points, which I guess I could have gotten for this because I needed 8 eggs unhatched, and I had, so actually maybe I want to do that instead. Okay, we're gonna actually mulligan all that. I'm gonna go for another egg. I wasn't even paying attention. I need to get 2 more eggs because that one was already hatched. So we're actually not going to do that. We're going to come back on that because I want to try to get that before he does, and he'll get it when he comes down to here. So we've got a little bit of time. Okay, so how will we achieve this? So let me undo taking that and taking that, because I think I took those 2. So we're going to undo taking those. We'll go ahead and play some cards, but I don't have... Okay, so maybe we need to get some cards. Let's go here. We'll gain a fruit. We're going to take this flower. So it's the Kargaroo. Okay, we're going to flip. He's going to place this between the 2 most. Okay, we're going to play. We're going to spend. Oh, darn. I don't have any. Okay, never. Mind. Yeah, we're just going to play some other stuff. So we're going to spend 2 and 2 fruit and a mushroom to play this Duplagon. This is going to let us discard a card to gain 2 resources from that habitat. So we're going to discard this Frogave to get 2 coral. Then we're going to spend, this lets us spend -1 for each coral. So 1, 2, 3 to play this guy out. Pay this card 1 less coral habitat, or for 1 less coral habitat in your reserve, which is right there. And then we're going to gain 3 victory points for playing him out. So we get 1, 2, 3. Now that we've crossed this spot here, whoops. We've crossed this spot, we'll get to place out one of the tokens from up above and place it on the map. So let's go back to the main board. We're going to place out, I think we're going to place out this one. And I'm going to place it somewhere that's going to get me an egg. I'm going to place it right there. So I get this egg. That's going to let us get a resource of 1 type. We're going to use that to get that resource there. Okay. Our turn's over. We're going to go with Tingent's turn. He's going to place this so that he gets the most blues. which would be here because this is the only place he can get the most. He's going to move his marker forward, which is going to let him achieve this goal. So the way he achieves these goals is that he automatically gets whatever the minimum was. If he happens to exceed the minimum, he immediately gets the one above it. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, so he only gets the minimum. So that goes there. He takes one of these, and he gets this for the end of the game. So he's just got that there. That's his. And that is it. So this moves over. So I can achieve the top goal, basically. Okay. We're going to go ahead and auction. Oh, I want to wait though. Okay, no, we're going to do this first. We're going to. I don't have another fruit. Okay, we're going to do a recharge action as well. So we are going to pull back here. We're going to move this marker, which is going to get us a net. And then we're going to flip this over and put it on the little triangle spots. And this triangle spot's available. This one's not because it's blocked by him. This one's available. And this one's available. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't refill this. Okay. We'll go with Tingent's turn now. He's going to take with this, so he's going to take either a crustacean or a insect. He'll take this one here. Then he's going to get an egg of the same type, which will be that. And then he'll move forward and he'll recharge as well. So that's going to sweep this whole deal. And replenish. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to place out our crew. We're going to place our crew out. I need another fruit. But I'd also like to get another egg. We can probably do some stuff. So we're going to go here, actually. We're going to take both of those. And then we're going to spend this to take this egg. It's going to get us a victory point. Our turn is done. We're going to go Tingent's turn. He's going to place this where he can place it next to the most coral spaces. So he gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to advance this forward. He's going to place this out in the leftmost space that has an egg, which will be this one. He'll take that egg as well. And then his turn is over. We'll shuffle this up. Okay, so we're going to do an achievement, which will be this one. And I'm going to take this off, which will get me a resource for that. And I'll take another one. We have 8 unhatched eggs, so we're going to place that there. We're going to take this token. It's going to unlock our ability, so this ability is done. And then we're going to get 2 points, which gets us a net for going there. And now that our ability is unlocked, we can place our captain out to play a card from our hand. Okay. So that's that. We're going to flip this over. He's going to take, based on his yellow, which is going to be insect or crustacean. There's neither, so he just takes a card. We're going to place our captain out. And our captain will go, let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, habitat-wise. Let's go here. And we're going to take this card for sure. And then we're going to get 2 of these. And I'm going to spend my net to take this egg, which is going to get me another victory point. Then, because we're active our ability, we can activate this ability by spending by playing this card. So we're going to spend 2 fruit and a flower to play this Karaguru, which is going to let us draw a card from the deck, and then we're going to place an egg equal to its species. So we're going to draw a card from the deck. Then we're going to place out. We're going to get a green egg or a reptile egg, which is going to score us 2 points. 1, 2. This goes to our hand. So this is interesting, right? He's going to score in a few turns. He's going to take this, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're almost towards that goal if we wanted to try to get it. But I don't know that we're going to be able to, because we need another net. If we could go there and take that, but we're not going to be able to get it. So we may have to just forego that, because he won't be able to get it either. So I guess basically if I can block him from taking, if I can take this, I'll block him from taking that. Okay, we'll go with Tingent. Going to place where he can place next to the most purples, which will be here. It's going to score him 2 points. And he'll take a card. Again, he's not advancing his marker, which is kind of interesting. Ooh, this is kind of fascinating here. Okay, can we play both of these? We sure can. So let's come back to our board. We're going to actually do a play action here. And we're going to spend the 3 of these and 1 of these to place out this Ukalord. This is going to let us, when recharging, gain 1 resource that you have the least of. For every 3 trophies, gain an additional resource of the same type. And then we're going to spend the 2 coral and the flower to play out this Plataora, I don't know. Discard 1 energy from another from above to add another species to this card by placing the chosen egg on this card. So we get to start with these 2 charges. We can add another species to it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the reptiles. We have 1, 2 dragons. What would be more beneficial? Let's spend a charge here. And we're going to actually add a dragon to it. So then that way we've got, I think we just take this from the supply. This is card number 63. I bet we just take it from the supply. When the card is played, immediately put 2 things on it. It says discard 1 energy to take a card, an egg for your choice from the supply, and place it on top of the card to add another species icon. Moving forward, this card is treated not only as reptile, but any other one. Okay. All right, let's go back to the main board here. Okay, let's go Tingent's turn. He's going to go for a reptile card. There isn't one available. Then I'll take a reptile egg. So we're going to want to take this achievement before he can. So we're going to actually do that. We're going to take an achievement. We're going to take this one here and do it for that because we've got 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to get one of these tokens here. Which I get to draw 2 cards. I get to take 2 cards from out here. So let's think about what we want. We're going to take this one and this one. We're going to take those 2. We're going to take this token here. It's going to get me 2 points, which gives me another net. And then I think that's it. Let's spend this to give him another icon. And we're going to give him the... Ooh. We'll give him the fish icon. Okay, we'll refill. Oh, the dragons. Okay, Tingent will go. He will take whatever yellow is, so he's going to take this because that's the only one available. And then he will move his marker forward. I really would like that new Tyrant just for the fact that it's got a lot of dragon icons. Maybe I can get the jump on this. We might go for this achievement here just for the fact that I can do it. So let's go for this one. So we're going to do another achievement. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to take the marker from here. And again, I think this means I can recharge a card. Select 1 energy card from your reserve and restore its energy full. Okay, we're going to be able to re-get this guy's thing and add more tokens to him. We're going to place this out onto this one, which is going to get us another trophy, which is going to get us 2 more victory points. Okay, that's not bad at all. We're going to go with Tingent's turn. He's going to take for his yellow, which will be none of those, so he'll take a face-down card. And he'll move his marker 1 space. And then we're gonna activate this ability to get a mammal onto here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need another thing there. Same species. Okay. we're going to place out our person, and I probably want to try to get this, so I need to go somewhere that I can that has so we're going to spend a resource, and we're going to spend this flower to go here. That's going to let us get a purple. We're going to take this card for the other purple, and then we're going to get a green. And then do I want to spend my net to flip over 2 eggs? I think I will. So I'm going to activate this ability here, which should let me flip back 2 eggs. What does that one say? Flip over 2 of your eggs from reserve. Yep. Okay. That's our turn. We'll go with Tingent's turn. He's going to take a blue, which will be a reptile. There isn't one available, so we'll take this. He'll move here. He's only got 3 reptiles, and that goal's already taken. He doesn't have any more than that, so this gets moved down. He doesn't score anything off of that, which works for me. We are going to spend our 2 to get out this new tyrant. So gain 1 victory point for every 2 dragons in your reserve at the end of the game. But that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need 1 more for that ability, which is one of these 2 guys. But I can't play either of them. Discard up to 5 cards to play this card. For each resource less than this card, to gain 5 victory points. Okay, I'm going to try to get him out, but we'll get him out probably next turn. Or next round. And then what do I have for this? Can I make the 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still kind of far off from getting this one. Okay, Tingent will go. He's going to place his person here. Or here. He'll go here because he can block. Well, I think he prioritizes that because it's more spaces for resources. And I'll take the top card here. Still not moving. We're going to recharge. So we're going to bring our workers back. Oh, I guess let me do this real quick. We're going to take that and put a... I guess it really doesn't matter because I've achieved everything. So we're going to use this for an insect logo. But we're going to recharge. So we're going to advance this. It's going to get us a net. And then we're going to put it on all the circle spots. I think that's all the circle spots. Then we're going to do this recharge action. We're going to gain what we have the least resources of. And then for every 3, one of our trophies, we get to get another one of those resources. I'm going to choose coral. So we get 2 coral basically. And that'll be our turn. That's on the recharge action. Okay. Tingent will place this person here, which will score him 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. And then he'll advance over. This is going to recharge as well. He's going to sweep everything. And then refill. Whoops. And then we're going to take his deck and shuffle it up. We're in the end game now. Okay, we're going to place our captain out. Where do we want to go? Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to gain a coral. We're going to gain a mushroom. We're going to spend this to take this egg, which is going to get us 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to get this token back, basically. And then because we placed there, we can activate our ability by playing a card. So we're going to do this. We're going to spend, it says we can discard up to 5 cards to play this card for 1 resource less for each card discarded. So we're going to spend 3 coral and 1 mushroom and discard this card. To play this out, it's going to give us 5 victory points immediately. Which is, let's place out one of these tokens. We're going to place this out onto this space. And then we can't take the egg, so we're just going to get 2 victory points because we have no more room. Like so. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those symbols for this. So we'll be able to take this next turn. Okay. He's going to take 2 cards from top of the deck. He's going to move his marker, and he's going to take... Oh, I gotta refill this. He's going to take this spot. We're going to place an achievement out. So we're going to place this one for 3 points. We're going to place it here. Because we have... I'm sorry, we're going to place it here. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this gets flipped over. That's going to get us 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to let us take one of these tokens, which gets us 2 trophies. And then we're going to take another one for the achievement, which is another 2 points for that trophy. Okay, I'm kind of like destroying him right now. Okay. He's going to place next to purple, which is going to be here. That's going to score him 2 points. And he'll take the top card here. Move this marker. He's going to score the bottom here. Take this trophy. And move on to the next one. Now, do I have 6 of the same habitat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I can get one more, we can get that last one. But he's going to end up achieving the next goal anyway. He's going to achieve this goal anyway. So we really are... The game's going to end no matter what. So there's got to be something I can do to maybe get another point. Maybe just get a bunch of resources and turn them in at the end for a point. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll go here, and we'll get 4... or 3 of those and 1 of those. Okay. Tingent's going to go. I guess if he doesn't move, then we won't have to worry about it. He's going to get a dragon, but there are none, so he'll take a card face down. Okay, so I was a little premature about my potential win there. Do I have enough of this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have enough for this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess not. Just in case I can, we're going to go here, and I'm going to get this card to my hand and get 2 coral. We're going to end the turn. If he doesn't play, then... Oh, he's going to move anyway. Okay, so he's going to move this so that he can get the most coral, which will be there. It's going to score him 2 points. And then he's going to take a card. It's going to move this over. He's going to get this achievement, the bottom one, because he always qualifies for that. And then it's going to get him one of these. And the game is over. So if we had gotten a chance to play, we'd be able to play this and maybe get some stuff going. But that's it. So the game's over. So we're going to tally up the end game scoring. For Tingent, we'll do his stuff first. So first off, he scores for any end game scoring cards that are face up. So he gets 5 points just right off the bat for that. Then he scores for face up cards. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He really didn't get a lot of cards this game. He's at 28. Then he's going to score for all his achievements. So 9, 15, 21. So there's that. Then 49. He's then going to score for 3 for that. So that's 9. So it's going to put him at 58. We'll give him this token. He's then going to score 3 points for each trophy. So it's going to be another 9. And then finally, he's going to get 2 points for every one of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's going to be 30 more points, which is going to put him at 97. Oh, I didn't give him, and he gets a point for an egg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. So 104. Okay, he gets 104. I think we beat him. Okay, so for us, we're going to score for endgame scoring cards, which would be for every dragon in our one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 points. Next, we're going to score for all our creatures in the reserve. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go boom and boom. That's 50. We're going to score for our achievements. So 15, 21, 33, 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 20, 30, 40. 3 points for each trophy. So it's 15. And then 1 point for every 4 resources and nets. So it's going to be 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 points. All right. So we kind of destroyed him there. 128 to 104. Now the main thing was he just did not get to capitalize on getting a lot of the face-up cards. And so he had to kind of take... He didn't take... I mean, I've had games where he's taken a lot of cards. He just really didn't take that many cards face up. So that really did a lot there. Like I said, this is the second level of 4 for Tingent. There's also, in the back of the book, there are some optional like scenario modules that you can add to the setup to increase the difficulty. So there's some ways to modify that. There's 3 different kind of scenarios. So I can modify, there's some modified rules for us. And then some of the additional content are some expansions that give more crew members. There's a ton of crew members. And there's also, so one of these is the crew set, which comes with some more meeples. And then, yeah. And there's some crew cards that are some special abilities. And then there's some stuff for the scenarios. And then there's also the gigantic creatures, which do some beast stuff. And I think there's some special, other abilities for that. So we can, the next playthrough we'll do another playthrough soon if you guys are interested, and we'll do some of the expansion content and see how that works together. But for now, that's going to be Wondrous Creatures. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.